Hey,
Hello, welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Trying to figure out my lighting here. My settings are completely off, so I hope it worked. Lindsay, hello, welcome in.
Hello. I'm figuring this out. Is it something, do I need to turn my camera on or leave it as is?
I would love it because
Okay.
I've been the only one, but I would love it.
As the moment I figure that out, it's on, sister.
Love
Here we
it.
go. Here we go. Boom. Figured it out.
Beautiful. Yay! Hello.
You are so pretty.
I just posted a picture on my TikTok the other day about like every time someone says I'm pretty, this is who's listening. It's a picture of me as a child, and it's like the hair was herring. So I always appreciate it when people say that. Thank you.
Hey. Hey, Jinellie.
Obsessed with her hair.
Hi.
Hi, Dream.
Jinellie.
Hello. Oh, look, I can still send a heart me while we're in here.
Hello.
How is everybody doing?
Life is good.
Yeah, you got pizza on the way?
Your face.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I had steak and cheese for lunch, but I'm debating about what I want for dinner, actually. I did have pizza last week, didn't I?
You did.
Yes.
It got us on a whole thing.
Right.
I'm never gonna hear you for half the live.
I don't know. I don't know what I want, but it will be fatty and greasy and New England style, because that's what I do.
As it should be.
I am very disappointed that they don't make my sandwich anymore at my local sub shop. That's the steak and cheese sub wrapped up in pizza dough and then deep fried with mozzarella cheese.
They don't have that anymore.
Ooh.
They don't make that anymore, so I had to settle for steak and cheese sub, which is what I had today, leftover steak and cheese from yesterday. So
Makes
anyway.
sense.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I want for food tonight. You guys might have to inspire me. I might end up with hot dogs.
Yeah, yes.
What kind of hot dog? It all depends on
I don't
what kind
know.
of hot dog.
We might have ballpark. I don't know. I have no idea.
There is a
Try
correct way to
anything.
eat a hot dog.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me put my headphones on too.
Lindsay, do you have a picky eater in your house or do you have an adventurous eater?
I'm more picky than anybody else is, but like my daughter, my biggest flex is that one of her favorite foods is avocado.
Yes.
Love that. But that does come in second place to, very close second to French fries, which I feel like is.
I get it. That makes sense to me. I agree.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. So like I get it, girl. And she'll eat literally as many French fries as she wants all day. But she doesn't like try things, which is big because I don't know if y'all have seen my TikToks or anything, but they told us like she probably won't ever walk or talk. She may never eat on her own. She may never anything. And she's like, I'm literally fine.
Yeah.
I'm literally okay. Like y'all chill out.
I got one of those too.
Yep.
Let me make sure there's nothing sitting here. I'm getting the guest requests, but we're gonna keep it with people we're familiar with right now. I don't know how to turn that off. Jade, if you want to pop in, you totally can. Just so we don't have a bunch of random stuff going on.
Yeah.
Keep it under control.
For
Yeah.
real.
I'll get overstimulated real fast.
Is the
I've
sky
always wondered how people do the like battles and things. I'm like, oh, that would. I don't know about y'all, but I was a kid of Omegle, and I'm out on battles because
Yeah,
I did that with a bunch of grown men as a 11-year-old, so I'm good now.
the trauma is embedded. Yeah.
Like, I learned that lesson.
Used to
I'm
freak
good.
me out so bad.
As a guy, I knew not to go on there because my chances of seeing just that same thing, just like you guys were just as bad, you know?
Yeah, it was not good.
Indiscriminate.
Well,
It was a
This
hit or
app
miss every
is
single time.
not for me, you know.
Well, good
Turn
for
it
you that
on
you
and
figured that out, before the trauma took
right,
place.
Yeah.
snuffleupagus every time you turn it on. You know, no one got time for that. Like, no.
Right.
There was a thrill about it. I don't know.
Because
Like,
the one you
ew.
didn't get where you actually got to have a conversation was like,
Well,
I feel so
right.
cultured right now. I'm
Right?
And
having a
they'd be really,
conversation.
you'd have a new friend.
No wonder why, like, the aliens just keep flying by.
Yeah.
You know.
We're better now.
Uh,
We're better now. Also, they've been here the whole time. They just haven't told
Right.
us.
Right. We're gonna
They're not
still
on
let them figure
Omega
that
though,
out.
hopefully.
Right? Ah,
We'll have to ask.
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
well,
that's a different vibration.
Yeah.
Do they choose
exactly.
to visit it?
right.
It's a really good way to witness the human experience.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
And all its nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. Exactly.
Love it.
No.
We're gonna have to watch that
Oh,
back in life review, guys.
Oh
right.
God, I don't want to.
I don't want to. I can't blame you.
And our grandmas are gonna be there.
No,
Does anyone
man.
have
Yep.
a
What?
Oh, I was just reading the comments. They said, does anyone speak Spanish?
Yes.
Un poquito.
Yeah.
I do. But I
You
don't
do?
feel like it. Yeah. Latina.
Latina.
Yeah.
Tina.
Yeah.
Bilingual, no big deal.
It'd be like that, like don't clap or anything. Don't be loud about it. But
Yeah.
keep it down low.
Applause to yourself. Okay.
Well, it's true because bruh, she's
Because then,
Yeah.
if I start doing it, then they'll start coming in, and I really don't want.
And then, it never stops.
It never stops.
Yeah.
Bianca is funny.
It's interesting. Kelsey, how are you commenting and doing this at the same time? Do you just have it open?
So I don't know actually how to. I just respond to it. So there must be a button somewhere, but I'm just like, oh, that worked.
Perfect.
I'm learning as I go.
Yeah.
Hi, Chuck.
There you go.
Hey.
I love you using it.
Hello.
I love anything dragon, to be fair. But
When I was on your live earlier, I was at work, and I was kind of picking up on a few things while you were in that reading, and I was wondering if you gotten my comments on that during that reading.
I'm not sure. I can probably look back at a different time, but we're gonna focus on just a group topic probably during this live.
Okay.
what's our group topic going to be? That's fun.
Yeah.
I felt like we could start with and sorry, did you have something to say, John? You go ahead.
Me? No, I'm waiting. Ooh, I want to know.
Right.
Feel free to interject or disagree, but Bianca had a good suggestion last week, and it was how like your intuition is like really turning on. And so my question off of that was kind of, when did you know like, oh, this isn't a joke anymore, I gotta listen to this? Like, was there a moment that you're like, okay, time to lock in, I think that this knows what's going on better than all this, you know what I mean?
When I quite literally heard my name being called out loud while I was smoking a cigarette at 11:30 at night, and there's nobody around me. And I'm like, what the hell? Now, keep in mind, let's backtrack a little bit. There was a time before that, like maybe 2 weeks before that, where I'm asking Spirit to help me quit smoking, give me signs and synchronicities, whenever I want to quit, whenever I want to go for a cigarette, please, help me quit, so on and so forth. Because before that, I asked them to help heal my body. And they very quite abruptly came to me back and said, why are we going to heal your body if you keep poisoning it? And I'm like, okay, valid. you make a valid point. Why are you going to heal my body if I'm going to keep poisoning it? All right, well then, fine. Can you help me with my addictions? Help me quit smoking. Help me quit smoking weed. Okay, yeah, sure, great. Yeah, we can help you with that. I said, okay, great. Now, fast forward 2 weeks later, I'm going out for a cigarette now. I've cut down my smoking by half at this point. A pack of cigarettes was lasting me about 2 days. Now it's lasting me about 4 days,
Good
and
steps.
I'm going out for a cigarette around 11:30 at night, and I'm walking this little path of grass, and I hear very clearly, John. And I look to the side, I hear her, and there's no one there. And I hear laughing, followed by John. So I look on my other side, and I see nothing. And I hear more laughing, and like, no, on your right. So I'm like, what are you talking about? So then I look again, and then I hear, no, your other right. I'm like, my other right? What the hell are you talking about? They're fucking with me, So I'm going around in circles, wondering what's going on, what's happening. I'm looking in the windows of all my neighbors in my apartment complex. There's no one there. There's no one in the parking lot at all. And just going around in a circle, just trying to figure out what the heck is happening. And I go for a cigarette, and I ground myself into the earth. I have about half of that cigarette. I go back upstairs, and I'm like, what the heck was that all about? But here's the kicker. As I was out there having a cigarette, I'm hearing Native American drum music coming from the pond across the street. Now, how is there Native American drum and music coming from a pond across the street? Like at 11:30 at night after I hear my name being called.
Also, at any point, did you consider going back inside or?
So at that point, I did. I go back inside. I'm like, okay, I'm having a little bit of a crisis here. I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm hearing noises in the rafters now. I'm hearing noises in the walls and bouncing on it. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't know what to trust at this point. So now I'm having that spiritual psychosis, if you will, And it took me a little bit to gain that back, if you will, hence all the books and studying. But yeah. Um, but yeah. I would say I learned to trust my intuition once I knew that there was no reasonable doubt that, what I experienced was not true,
Yeah.
Instant manifestation, stuff like that happens for me, Um, I just happen to know things before they happen, not always, but yeah, I don't know. How does it work for you?
With me, it happened when I was a little kid, when I was a teenager, having my first prediction of my grandfather's death that no one took me serious with. So I let that go. Then a few years down the line, I had my first massive download, and it felt like a Mack truck hit me about 5,000 times, or a massive steamroller going over me about twice, knocked me flat on my butt. After that, I went through all the downloads and everything, and I love what I'm feeling with my energies, my predictions, my mediumship, everything.
So you feel like it all kind of came in at one big
Yeah.
time? Interesting.
Have you ever heard of an atom bomb?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah, an implantation. Yeah.
But I
It
guess her
was like-
question was how do you differentiate, or how do you tell the difference between what you're receiving in your intuition and what was it? How'd she pose the question? How do you know the difference between what the intuition and what? Kelsey, I'm like relying on you.
I can't remember. Bianca, are you in here?
Where is she?
Yeah, right? Like, where?
All right,
It was along
let's
those
bring her
lines.
in. Let's bring her in. But yeah, I mean, how do you know the difference between the two? And I guess that's another thing, like when we channel and stuff like that, we know that it comes from a different, well, for me, a different part of my mind, you know?
Yeah, where is kind of the line between them too, you know?
Right.
I always say intuition whispers, ego shouts. So
Ooh,
yeah,
I like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
There's also
yeah.
often things that I say that afterwards I either can't repeat or it just doesn't sound the same when I'm trying to repeat it. It was when I was in the moment fully just allowing the truth to come out that it's like, and also y'all have seen me do a lot of stuff where I'm like, I don't know, I'm just sharing with y'all what I'm getting. And then afterwards the person's like, yeah, nailed it. I'm like, well, great. Because I had, and then afterwards I usually can't repeat it very well afterwards. I have to.
Or explain it, or
I agree with what Bink said.
I think it was how and when did we discover our powers? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
And when was the I remember the first part of it was when was the first time you realized your intuition was like, oh, no, really, I have to listen to this. But then
Thank you for putting that back in there.
Oh, so then my answer is I could always see ghosts as a kid because I died 4 times when I was a baby.
Really?
Yeah.
And you can't see them anymore, or it just depends?
It depends how they come through. A lot of
I'm gonna
times
be right back.
I hear them, so a lot of times I hear them, like hear sounds instead of seeing them. But yeah,
It's changed. Makes sense.
yeah.
Do you have more filters now? Do you feel like too of like, hey, I've learned I'm not accepting being open all the time to these
Yes,
things.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You know what really taught me to do that was the show Ghost Whisperer. I just kept yelling at her through the screen, like, girl, set some boundaries. These ghosts don't need to be in your house. Like, get some sleep first.
Yeah.
Let your poor husband sleep. He's a firefighter.
Right, yeah. And then the old school TV shows with exorcisms and all that stuff, documentaries about demons and whatever. Yeah.
I loved the TV show, and I cannot think of the name of it now, but where the guy was a medium and he would show kids who their parents would like be like, hey, my kid is terrified of this. Do you guys remember what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
Yes,
And he would help them hone their skills so that they were validated going forward and knew.
What happened to that
Chip.
show?
That was
I
like
would watch it again today.
Chip
Yeah,
something.
Chip. Chip Games
Crap.
is not correct. But it was Chip something. You're right. Oh, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was like Children of the...
What was it on?
Let me see. Look, I've got my iPad here. Let me see if I can look it up. Because I loved that show because to me that felt, which at the time I was not the way that I am now, but that felt a lot nicer about like, oh, good, those kids are feeling...
It was
nice.
Chip Coffee.
Chip Coffee, yeah.
And the show,
I'm looking it up.
it had something to do with Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, something like that.
Yeah.
Research Society.
And I'm from that area, so
The Philadelphia Research Society or something like that.
Yeah.
probably.
That's so funny, the synchronicity of Chip Coffee right now.
Yeah. Psychic Kids, Children of the Paranormal. What it was
Oh
called.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But I liked that one because I always felt like, even though at the time I was not realizing I was doing the same things because it looked differently for me, I was like so happy for those kids that they went off with some help.
And the intrigue was there too.
I have a couple
To
friends
see what
that
the kids got and that they were usually right and
I have a couple friends that want to do like ghost hunting and stuff like that, but for me, I don't. It doesn't bring the same joy to me as.
That was me. That was me, guys. I am so sorry. That was me.
John's like, is that in my room?
like I'm hearing
It
the drums
doesn't sound
again.
like it could be.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Got Mario Kart going. Holy crap.
For real.
Don't get hit by that turtle. Holy smokes.
That was just me driving by in my Amazon van.
I'm dead.
He's late.
What's happening, Tony?
Gotta go home.
We hear him go under a tunnel.
Oh, man. I lost my train of thought. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
If anybody else would like to answer, you're welcome to, but I hadn't answered yet, so I was going to answer mine
Go
for
ahead.
the question.
Do it.
Go ahead.
But for me, it's always been it's been, especially this past year, a bunch of just little moments of just building that trust with myself to where it was like, I did eventually have to, like, I wrote even on a card, I said, I am an expert already because I was having so much trouble believing that. I had to tell myself, this is what you are, whatever you're doing, that's what an intuitive would do. And then, sorry, that was my
Exactly.
microphone.
And confirmation.
Yep. Boom.
That was
There you go.
intuitively
Boom,
on
Mike.
purpose.
Perfect.
Yeah, but I did have a funny story. So I actually trained for this past year with a pet psychic was how I started. But
Okay.
it's all souls. It's all language of souls. And it really
Yes.
helped me mostly to open up like my own strengths and abilities. But that was what I was doing. And I was doing a reading, like a client reading with someone else.
Right.
And before I started the phone call, I was eating one of those applesauce pouches. I don't know if y'all have kids or if you just like them, but they're just a green applesauce pouch. And I was eating it, and I felt somebody over my shoulder being like, I want one of those. Tell my mom I want one of those. And I was like, okay. So I get into the reading, and I'm doing it. And I shared that with them, and they were like, that's exactly what their treat pouches look like, is we give them a pouch, and they brought it out, and it was almost identical to what I had been eating. And that was one of my first moments. And then later, I guess I should also say later in that phone call, I was like, and this is hopefully going to make some of y'all laugh. Have you ever seen Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I was sitting there and I've kind of seen it, and I kept hearing over and over and over in my head, do you have a place I can squanch?
Oh.
Which I'm in the middle of like doing this professional reading for these people. So I was like, oh my gosh. And so after literally like the 50th time, I was like, okay, your dog is saying this, and I hope you've seen the show. Like, I'm just going to repeat what I'm getting. And they were like, that is hilarious. We watch that show all the time, and he sits on the couch with us and watches it.
He likes it too. That's
Yeah.
fun.
And I was like, well, just validation that he does watch it with you. He's enjoying that time together, and that he likes watching it with you. Like, he enjoys
And the dogs
it.
can watch that show.
So that was one of my first phone calls I did, where I shared just what I was getting, hoping it made any sense, and both big things I said connected.
It was the most insane thing too. You're like, I'm really going out on a limb here, but
Yeah, but I'm sharing exactly what I'm getting. So
I love it.
But I do feel like that's the main thing, is sharing what you're getting and trusting that,
Right.
or sharing it with yourself, even if you're not sharing it with others, but acknowledging with yourself.
Right. Yeah. The acknowledgement.
Okay, what I'm getting.
I have my small group of psychic friends and spiritual friends that I just lean on for those type of moments. I'm like, hey, this is what I'm getting. This way here, something does come up and it's validated, and they're like, okay, yeah, you're right, or something like that,
Yeah.
or John, you need to get back on the rails,
Or I'm getting this too.
I've
but
not
I
seen them
think
say
I'm
that to
getting-
you yet.
Yeah.
Right? No, they don't. But yeah, depending upon the conspiracy theory at hand.
Fair.
Oh.
Who's
man.
next?
Conspiracy.
Can I go next?
Yeah,
Oh,
Jade.
no.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jade.
Okay, the question that I have is.
Oh, there's two Jades.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Sorry, I think she meant Jade C was gonna share about.
Yeah, Jade C
Sorry.
will go next, and then Chuck. Sorry, I know your name, so I didn't think of that. I'm sorry.
Okay, just say my name.
We'll call you Dragon.
No.
You gotta call me Nighthawk.
Oh, ouch.
That's from Step Brothers. So sorry, Jade. Go ahead. Jade C.
Oh, good. So, I would say it took some time for me to actually realize that I did have abilities, because especially as a child, no one actually, says, "Oh, you might be a medium. Oh, you might be a psychic. Oh, you might be this or that." But because in my family, everybody has these abilities, but they don't realize that it's not quote unquote normal, or something that you something you usually don't experience as a human that isn't like say dormant
Right.
in psychic abilities.
Because we all have these abilities.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
We all have.
Naturally inclined to.
So were
Yeah.
you raised religious, or was it, or you're just saying that they were like, man, this is what people do,
they
not
thought it was
realizing.
normal,
Yeah.
quote
Huh.
unquote.
Which is funny, because in an ideal world, yeah, everybody realizes that they're normal, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it would be validating on the other hand to have heard,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Yeah.
we
The
do
polarity wouldn't be there.
Right.
How do we
No.
learn?
All right. Because over time it took me time for my abilities to open up. And sometimes I would be like, oh, I have this inkling or this intuition that something's off about said person, or someone in my family, someone as someone I just met, for example. And then this is the part where it's like the intuition kind of just exploded. I would say when I had my awakening. This was in 2019, 2020-ish. So let's just say that my guides were kind of like indicating to me that I was like, I wouldn't say like in danger, but I would say someone in my life was
not safe.
not safe.
Wow.
So over time, like the dreams came, and I didn't really pay attention to them. And then it came to a point where one day I was in this situation, and they were like saying, "Oh, Jade, get out of there, get out of there." And I'm like, "What?" Like at least kind of like what Dreamweaver was kind of saying, like in his experience, but it sounded like they were talking out loud. And I'm like, I never ever get something like that before, but this time the intuition was, or the warnings were very apparent at that time.
I tell you, I had a lot of, I don't know if you want to call that warnings, but a lot of moments where they give you so many signs and synchronicities that they're there watching, surrounding you and stuff like that. They're there to help you. But at the same time, it can also feel like, who is that? What is that? Especially when you're not used to,
Right.
when all that stuff happening.
And you're being
Um,
shown to not trust external
right,
things anyways, right?
right,
Yeah.
right,
I was brought up
But
super religious by both my mom and my dad. My mom's side and my dad's side. I was baptized in the church, and I was baptized again at my main church that I'm going to now. After the second baptism, my abilities got so cemented into my being that my readings, my mediumship have been spot on, have been so on point with everything And I've been using my intuition more than anything else. And I've been manifesting a lot. Like I manifested my past job, which is at the old nursing home that I worked at, and now this job that I work at. And it's just kind of shocking that I have these abilities, and then my dad wants me to be a muggle again by sticking my head back in the sand and giving up all my abilities, giving up my cards, giving up everything. And I'm like, that's like chopping a part of you off. That's like chopping off a limb or chopping off something and leaving it going without it. It's like you can't
Once you discover that part, you're like, I'm actually not giving this up ever. So whatever I've got to do to keep it, I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it's really yourself that you found, that's what makes it so I feel like important.
Right.
Just my personal take on that is it's not just some magic gift that you found. It's just your own self tuning into and trusting your own self with it. So why give up
whatever you need to get there? Yeah.
Right.
So, do you mind if I ask Jade C? Do you? There's Jadedragon and Jade C. So
call me Chuck, Lindsay, please.
Okay.
Just call me Chuck.
I will do my
so we can keep everything separate like that.
Let me write your name down because names are not always my strong suit, but I will write it down. But so Jade, do you see people's auras?
I do.
I got that really strong for you. It's not even just like that. You can literally read people like they're an open book standing in front of you.
I usually get a clear cognizance or like a knowing.
Yeah, that's me as well. But if I really look, then I can look and see their auras, which is
I know I can do it, but then I immediately am like, are you sure?
Yes.
I gotta get over that.
Yes. It helped me a lot because I was getting colors off of people, but it was not with my physical eyes, it was just the knowing, whatever word is for that. It was just the knowing of like, oh, this person jello, this, and it was the more that I have practiced it, like we were talking about, that just steady doing of it that has really helped. And as I've been doing that, like I used to not even know what the colors meant, quote unquote. They can still change depending on, but I was getting just general impression, general color. And the more that I've explored that, it's helped to be able to do that. I was actually just looking for John's card because I couldn't remember if I had it over here or not, but I don't know if you shared your aura reading that you got, John, with them, but this was pretty cool.
Yeah, you shared it in one of our group chats, right?
You're muted.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I had to mute you. Thank you.
Holy moly.
You're still muted, Dream.
There you go.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Those are really cool. Thanks, Zen. That's fun.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Zen. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Zen.
But yeah,
Nice to meet you.
Zen, you rock.
I was mentioning that, I did share that, I think, with one of your lives that you were on, Kelsey, because you did an oracle card reading for me right afterwards. And it was funny because her aura reading on me was so accurate. We talked about how my channel was going to be increasing. And then you were mentioning that I need to hook up with Chelsea because she has the other piece of the information that I need. And then I give Chelsea a call later on that night. And as she's talking, I'm getting information from her ET team, and it was just beaming right into my head. And she's like, I'm getting like a high frequency in my left ear right now. I'm like, that's wild because this is what's going on. I'm like, holy crap, this is all coming together.
And did you write it down?
No, it's all right
Come
here. It's all right
on.
here.
It's in the head.
It's always there. I have an amazing memory, and I
Yeah, and the
have.
men in black will remember that too. Just kidding.
Oh.
That's, you know, there's something to that because every time you wake up for an amazing travel, if you don't sit there and replay it, it will disappear just like they just wiped you
Exactly,
clean.
yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, Zen, are you still in here?
Pete says, for me, it has been certain smells or weather changes when I was a child. That meant someone was pregnant or passed. My grandma was very religious, so she tried to push that out of me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bianca's an empath over here. She is that emotional sponge.
Who is?
Is Zen still in here?
Miss Bianca in the chat. That's Binksby. Yeah,
Binks.
she's a sweetheart.
Yes.
You're awesome. Is Zen still in here?
I don't see
I
him.
don't think so. Yeah, I don't know who that was, but that was super nice. That was awesome.
Thanks.
Drop by, drop some gifts off, and leave. That sounds pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I'm here for it. For me, it kind of was that like knowing of people. My first impression of somebody would be 100% accurate every time, no matter how dramatic it was, which is why like the things telling you to go talk to Chelsea felt like that feeling of I'm going way out on a limb here. But I was like, I don't know, that's what they're telling me and they won't let me not listen to it. You know what I mean? But I feel like that started from the beginning too, and I would get frustrated with other people because I was a kid. Like, how do you not see how this person actually is? How do you all like this person? That's crazy. Like, I get so mad and so frustrated with that. And I still sometimes struggle because I'm like, hey, it's external. I was just right 15 years ago. It's external if you would pay attention. Crazy to accept that behavior. But I've always been that way. I've been like, I will just take my way or the highway. I don't need any of y'all. You're all weird. I don't know. I had imaginary friends, but I was like, well, then I would have to use my imagination to create them. They're just there, and it's
Same.
dead people, and I love it. Don't nod like that. It was shown to me as dead people. I was led down the ghost path after that.
Are you having a sixth sense type moment?
Me?
Yeah. Have you seen the movie Sixth Sense?
Oh.
I see.
I have, yeah. Not currently, no. But back then, yes. I see dead people. Yep.
Yes.
I knew better than to tell people that though. Like I didn't tell my parents that until I was an adult, and I was like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure that it was not my imagination," because I can tell the difference between imagination takes effort, not hard effort, but it's still dedicated effort, you know.
Okay, the question I'm going to ask is, can I read the energy in here?
I think we'll kind of keep going down the line and sharing our stories about this for this live.
Because I just got told by my spirit team to pick up my cards.
You can sure put it in the chat if you want to, but I think we'll keep letting people share. We still got to hear from Jinellie, Flower, Tony. I don't know, whatever you want to share. You guys don't have to, but.
Did I already share? I think I already shared.
I think he did in the beginning. I think.
Yeah.
I think I'll go next because I think everybody else kind of went except for Tony. So for me, I feel like I've always had my abilities since I was like a little girl. Because ever since I was a little kid, I felt like somebody was following me and like watching me, especially like at nighttime.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
And then it started to pick up a little bit more when I was a sophomore in high school. So I would, this is going to be really crazy, but when I used to live in the woods with my mom and like stuff like that, I would hear like knocking on my door in the middle of the night. Nobody was there. Everybody was sleeping. Around 3 in the morning, I would hear like clock ticking. I don't own a clock, you guys. And then I would like frequently hear my name being called, especially when I was like washing my clothes. And then around 2020, when the lockdown was happening, that's when I started seeing like spirits and like all that. Let's see. I think my first accurate like reading, I usually get messages in my dreams. So the first dream I ever like remember like having as like a message was one of my brothers getting into a car crash. And I did tell him, I told him I think maybe the next day or the day after. And obviously he was like, I hope that doesn't happen. Next thing you know, 2 times he got into a car accident.
And they're like, my freaky little sister is predicting this.
Yes, like I always get messages in my dreams. I do get feelings as well. Like if somebody's gonna like text me or call me or whatever, like I'm like, yeah, this person's gonna like, I'm just gonna wait, like, and it happens every time.
I'm just gonna wait.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of it for me a little bit.
Love it.
Yes.
I think we all would have been good friends when we were younger.
We would. I would have called you all demons, and I was.
But I covered it up for I still had to go to church. Until I was 12. and then you would have been like, okay.
I was very religious. I was like washing people's feet of my own choice at youth events. Religious, because I was like,
I hope you don't do that anymore.
No.
You did your time.
Yeah, that's it. I read the Bible a few times through. I feel like I really got all
the gist.
Soak up out of it. Yeah, I'm on to where I'm at now. Yes.
I'm curious, have you read like the Book of Enoch and stuff? Have you read all the deleted Bibles, the deleted books of the Bible?
No, actually, at the family event that I was just at, someone had one of them there. But I have not, I can't remember which one it is, of course. But they had one of them there, like, if anyone wants to read it. And I was like,
they're totally feeling out the room. There's like, is anybody willing to go down this rabbit hole with me?
Yes.
I would.
Yeah. I actually really do think that there's like, one of the things that, so John and I both are QHHT practitioners. I don't know if anyone else is, but that Dolores Cannon had talked about how there's a lot of things in the Bible before it was rewritten and changed by humans that coincides very much so with like aliens and all of the other things, and people have just changed it over the years. But even in some of the past lives she did, they went back to Bible times and told stories that were very like much so like, and these are angels, but they're aliens, and we know this. Yeah. So anyway, so I do think there's some fun nuggets in there and good lessons, but I no longer wash people's feet is my
yeah. I got 6 cards out.
John, there you go. I was about to say John was.
I think that book was a feeler for you to find out if you're interested in those topics, because if you brought any interest, it would have been like, oh, come see the other collection.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. Yeah.
Let me lead you to my dungeon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've read most of Dolores Cannon's books. I really like them, and I don't know if she's from the same area that I'm from, so it was really interesting for me because I was driving, listening to the audio tape, and as I'm driving, the book was reading about it, and it was describing the exact part of the interstate I was on at the exact part that I was on it, and I was like,
you're like, I'm in the Matrix.
Yeah. Who is watching me right now?
Crazy.
And if it's an alien, you better show me.
I've met up with her 3 times in the astral.
Really cool.
Which is really awesome. One time it was like a classroom type setting. Another time she was on a spaceship, and there was another ship that was docking with our spaceship, and she was out there, talking with these ET people. And I was being assigned like a new job on that station, a lower level freaking job, I don't know, maintenance or something. I don't know, monkey wrench. I don't know. Anywho, um, then there was a third time where she was just in an open field with people, and that day was interesting because I also called in a UFO in that dream, and then the whole park got like surrounded by like these military folks, and it was very interesting. Um, I'm
So who
wondering
else
if
hates their
anybody
animals?
else has experienced that type of, experience with ETs and a military presence in their dreams, and what does that look like? This way here, I can like validate what I experienced with your experiences.
Except for I have it in real life.
Right,
They show up in
right.
real life,
You
and I'm like,
do,
well,
you do, don't you?
I do. And it keeps happening. I've noticed it, and now I'm like, okay, I have to let go of any sort of confirmation bias. But when there's an increasing number, and I'm like, I'm nowhere near anywhere that needs this many unmarked vehicles, unmarked police vehicles. I mean, and now I'm talking about it. But it's like, oh, well, hopefully somebody has bail money for whatever they're gonna pretend I did wrong. I don't know. I'm always like, I'm gonna be framed. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I used to want to do like I remember doing research on the psychics in the Cold War and wanting to do that for the government and people being like, but you'd have to be a psychic. And I'm like, right, I'll learn. Like you'll see. Watch me. But now I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. Sorry, no.
Don't
Yeah.
trust the government.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't
I
want
do
to
it for
work.
my own work.
That's what I say. I don't want to work for anybody. I want to work for myself, I don't want to work for
Mm.
groups,
Yeah, my own
you know.
research. Well, and that's how you keep it.
Groups have
Like,
agendas, and agendas get twisted, and yeah, so
yeah.
I don't sleep near windows because I'm afraid of being taken. So,
yeah.
I started to recall some memories of being taken as a kid, and they wouldn't show me the full thing. It was just showing me the moment where they'd come get me. And I've shared this many times before. I got very angry about that, and I told my alien friends, I said, hey, if you want to come and get me, you have to let me remember. I don't care if I consented at the time, but I don't any longer. You have to let me remember the whole thing if you want to come now. So my activity has slowed down. It has not completely gone away, but I set that boundary because I was like, you're not going to take me in my kid's sleep anymore. Sorry.
Right.
But I do think that it was all, I don't think it was like they took me in my sleep and cut me open or anything. Like, I think it was very much so like, I know I have alien energy. So they're like, oh, friend, we're going to go down and help make sure she's good as a child. But now that I'm adult, that's my line that I'm drawing.
Right. Well, and it probably like I wonder if it'll come to fruition at one point wherever for whatever reason they don't want to show you because it doesn't feel like when I tap into it, it doesn't feel scary. It feels like, oh, just wait for the right timing. It'll make
No,
sense.
that's exactly what it was. I don't feel scared from it, but it feels, I'm like, okay, I no longer agree for it to be something where I'm not remembering afterwards. Like,
Yeah. Fair. Solid boundary.
Yes.
I,
Yeah. Like, I'm cool. Like, y'all come down right now. And
Yeah,
come
we
hang.
can chit chat all day, but I want to be I want to be there for it. That'd be great.
I saw Binks said that she's afraid of aliens, which so I asked this question a second ago, but who here thinks that they are alien? Like in some capacity, yeah. So I don't feel like aliens are that scary because we're already a room full of them here. Unless you're afraid of me.
yeah, we are.
Afraid of the
We
truth.
are. Has anybody had the
Love that.
Atlantean awakening?
A what awakening?
Atlantean awakening, where you are from Atlantis and you know how to work a lot of the technology from there and can go in between Atlantis realm and this realm and just be.
I haven't done a lot of work in it. It has like woken up, but I'm trying to figure out kind of where the pieces fit so far before I can make any conclusions about it. But yeah, it has been coming up in my life for sure. I feel like it's slowly kind of waking up to it's like little tidbits, like when they're trying to expose information little by little to see, what we're taking, what we're not, kind of thing. It's kind of what I'm getting for me.
I feel
I know
like. Sorry, go ahead, Lindsay.
No, you first. I've spoken a lot. I'm down for you to have a turn.
I feel like when I go to Atlantis, I see like mermaids and all that stuff. So I don't really get the technology part, but I'm sure it's there. I'm just saying I see a different part of it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Your intent to go is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot like Lumeria compared to Atlantis.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's what it could be then. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of those that are coming up. And that's where I'm trying to figure out the pieces because I'm like, I know that Atlantis and that is part of it. I know that Lemuria is part of it. But like, where does it end? How far in do we get to one before we're like, okay, I should probably know about the next one? You know what I mean? Which parts of it are relevant to now? Because the technology is more of that consciousness technology rather than the physical devices that we've got now. So where does that fit in here? Those are my thought knots I don't touch.
Yeah, it's also a cautionary tale. There's a lot of shame from Atlanteans because they did the things that we're not supposed to do with big technology. So
yeah.
It's valid. It's valid. Yeah.
Not saying it's don't even go there, but we learn a lot about cautionary things from them.
Right.
People from Atlantis, even though the Atlantis sank to the bottom of the ocean, but in my heart of hearts, they went into intergalactic realm.
Yeah.
Well,
my heart of hearts, they went up into the intergalactic realm.
Yeah.
That's what they showed me as well.
Yeah,
is that the physical place here on Earth sank, and at the same time it was also transported off this planet. Both of those things at once. Is what was shown to me.
Like it went into a higher vibration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've also seen a version of that I don't know, and this is another piece where I don't know where it applies, but it does feel relevant. Instead of thinking outward, like going inward, so like an inner earth version of that as well. But I, again, don't know where that fits.
The thing that, and this is me just personally that I'm sharing, is that for me, I feel not in this moment like dipping into, because we've all lived so many lives. As I'm helping people do their past lives, past lives isn't really even the word, it's concurrent lives, and we're all living it all at once. Yeah, John's like, I've heard this before. But for me, it's, if you want to, you can take from that, oh, I'm an Atlantean, or oh, I'm a Lumerian, or oh, I'm a whatever. But that's not who you are in this life. It was a piece of you that you can identify with, but you bring that into this life and say, how does this help me now with who I am? And I do feel like that's one of the cautionary things that you see so many people doing, is they find out this one piece and then they really want to lean in and identify with it. But we are so much more than that. That for me, when I see the Atlantis part of it, I'm like, yeah, that and more. I mean, I've been a whole planet, I've been an alien, I've been a whatever. Why limit it to just Atlantean?
Between escapism there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's another box.
Exactly.
And I think we can talk about that too, and say, if you were to really sit there and think about that, everything is happening now, you've been everything, or these different beings, these different entities, and if there's no such thing as time, it's not past life, it's not future life, it's now, and you're now, you have the ability to connect into these different versions of you at all times.
Mm-hmm.
and tap it and then bring those connections into you. So it's a matter of finding that right vibration and tapping it and connecting it and bringing that information in. So, I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And do you want to say it, John, or do you want me to say it?
Go ahead.
Hold on.
The current life you're living is
Yeah.
the most important life.
Yeah.
And it's just bringing those bits of information in, just like John was saying. It's just, how can this help me now?
Julia,
But I
we
also,
were having a group chat about psychic abilities and or how you have had your awakening and or anything else.
Yeah,
It's a
any and
nice
all.
topic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, welcome in.
Welcome in.
Hey, I have a phone call coming in. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well,
Tony, is there anything you want to say?
Oh
You're
yeah,
so patiently listening.
I just finished my KFC.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Always getting the KFC.
Did you get the same thing or
Every
did you get
Tuesday.
something else?
I got the same thing. Gotta
Nice.
get the deal.
Oh yeah.
What was the question again? I just can't remember.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Right.
It was something about like how you got your
Yeah,
when
when
you
did you
discovered your
realize?
powers.
Yeah, when did you realize that your intuitive abilities were legit?
I think I definitely became open to it last year. Like I went through, I would consider two dark nights of the souls, and then I think during the second one I kind of became open to it. And because during the first one, that was like really bad. That was like it was like a lot of negative energy on me, and I was like, I was definitely there was some sort of entity or creature that kept appearing and like following me around. It was like I remember the first time I was like basically I was very depressed and I didn't know why. It was like the first time I like released any emotions from my past, from my childhood, because I grew up like very learning to not release my emotions, very emotionless, and then I just released it all at once when I was like in college, and then like opened the floodgates almost like too fast. Like I was like all this pressure was like in my head, and then I started seeing this one creature. It was like just a black, skinny, like tall creature, and it just would appear sometimes and it's staring at me, like and like pushing this energy on me. I was like, what? It like scared me. I was like really scared. I didn't know what was going on. And then there'd be times where I was like walking back to my dorm like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I could feel something behind me the whole time. And I kept looking back. There's nothing. There was like nothing there. But then I'd feel like when I turn around again, it's there. I was like, what's going on? I was like, because I think I grew up learning to be scared of stuff like that. Especially like, but in my family, there was a lot of negative energy around like, I grew up as a Catholic, so of course he believed in the devil. And there was a thing with my brother when he was like around 18, I think, that my dad always brings up, that like he was like very adventurous. He'd get himself into a lot of trouble, but he really started getting into a lot of trouble after he visited the Devil's Tree in New Jersey. And there was this, it got to a point where there's one day where he like my dad said he basically kind of like thought he was getting possessed, and he did like an exorcism of sorts on him. And to this day, my brother does not remember that day at all. He was like, he was just, my dad was talking to him, like yelling at him about something. And then my brother just, his eyes rolled to the top of his head. He started spazzing out. And like for like hours, he was just like, not, there was something going on. And he couldn't tell, and he didn't know what was going on. So my dad got a cross and he was like exercising of some sort. And eventually he came back to normal. And then, yeah, like I said, he just did not remember that day at all. But I think like I grew up fearing all of that. So I think all that fear became me made me scared of what I was seeing originally, so I became fearful of it instead of being open to it. But the second time around is, I think, really, I think the music, like synchronicities, is what really hit me. When I started noticing lyrics or like certain songs playing at certain times. Like I remember this, it's really a lot of stuff happened during that relationship that I had, and it's like it's all started adding up after it ended, and I was like connecting all the dots and like helping me realize all these things are like kind of like meant to happen in a way. There was one time, like there's this one song I had. It's like my most played song because it's like my sad song. It's like the sad song, and my ex didn't know about this. Well, I showed her a song, and then she got into a car accident while listening to that song, and that became her like trauma song too. And then I was like connecting, and I was like, also every time not every time, but like towards the end of the relationship, I would like, if I would like drop her off at home, and then I'd instantly feel a wave of sadness, and there would be like sad music playing, and I would just be like confused why I was so sad. Like I didn't know why, and and eventually I kind of realized like, okay, it was all kind of adding up. And I think I mentioned it before in the previous live, but like we were having a big conversation, and then a song came on where the song was saying like, "Is this really love?" And I was like, "Oh," and I noticed it. I was like, "It's like, why is this playing right now?" And I was like, once I started noticing it, like paying attention to it, I was like, "Oh, there's a lot going on here." Yeah, and also like when I started going more and more into music, because I know I was always afraid to open up about being into music and stuff growing up, but the more and more I got into it, the more and more my life seemed to progress. Like I was meant to be doing that. Like when I didn't follow through with it, a lot of things in my life stalled. So it's like I'm seeing a path now, and I'm still kind of figuring out what exactly it is that my power is in a way, but because a lot of it is still a little bit unconscious, and it's becoming more conscious now. But I think that those two dark nights of the souls were what really like pushed me into my spiritual awakening. It was like, yeah.
That makes sense.
Nice. Can I ask you?
Yeah.
Tony?
Sometimes,
Tony.
sometimes like dark nights of the souls or trauma, sadness, it can lead to awakening. Surprisingly.
Yep.
Yep.
They say that you know how people say like oh, you have to be this enlightened being, you have to be on high vibes all the time to get an awakening. Sometimes it just turns out that you just being human is what does it.
So real.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just want to make sure my mic's still working.
Yeah, you did.
Tony, as you were talking, and you were talking about the shadow entity or whatever, like the skinny person that was off in the distance, whatever.
Yeah.
What I kept on getting when you were talking about that, I was off in my own little dimension of space, just trying to process what you were imagining or saying.
Explain this a
Imagine what
little
you're
bit.
saying.
Explain this a little bit more in depth. Bianca was asking what I meant because I knew that's what you were doing, and I said that. I was like, he's tapping in. So explain a little bit about what you're doing in that process, if you could.
So I didn't even know. I didn't even have the comments up. I couldn't even see what was happening. I was literally tapping in, just kind of like just trying to see if I can visualize or imagine what you were describing, and see if I can put anything that I've experienced, something like that similar to it. And I got two instances where that was kind of happening. I was like, all right, is that the same type of entity that I've seen, or is it something different? And what I kept on getting from that was something saying to me, it's not the entity that you're seeing the shadow of the entity on your reality.
Yes.
And I'm like,
That yeah.
oh, that was
That's
deep.
what I realized later on after the
I was
It's
wondering
fact.
if you had looked at it
Yeah.
from where you are now.
Yeah.
what
I literally was thinking about literally like a couple of days ago. I was like, that was
so
more of
what
my shadow.
Yeah.
what you see is a shadow of an entity on your reality. And that's
Yeah.
the information that I was getting as you were talking, you were describing that. I'm like, oh, that's an interesting way of saying that. I never heard it put that way before. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right. So yeah, that's all I got.
Oh yeah, that's a great way to put it because I realized it was really just showing me what I was afraid of
Yeah.
for myself.
Makes sense.
But
So
I
They're
didn't
gonna show
realize
us, eyes
I,
wide open.
yeah.
Okay,
I I didn't
Tom.
realize she was asking what I was doing though.
Okay, Tony. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What kind of music? What kind of music do you channel mostly, or what do you use to connect with the other side or connect with spirit? What kind of music do you go to, or what is the main key that you use to connect with the spiritual realm? Because what I'm feeling and what I'm getting at, or actually feeling, is that you use like any type of country or soul or some sort of down home music that can connect you with your spiritual side.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely soul. Soul is any form of soul, even if it's like neo soul or R&B or anything like that. Like anything related to soul music is always what puts me into a different state. Um, anything like feel what the artist is like singing or playing. Like I could feel the energy from the song. Um,
Do you make your
really,
own music?
I do. Yes. So that's also part of it too. Like I've been like I think my greatest compliments I get is when people tell me like I can feel your your energy when you sing it. So
I was
yeah.
about, and is this an okay place? Are you open to me sharing what I was getting when you said that? Is
No,
that
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
okay? So when you said I don't know what my gift is yet, I saw your hands as yellow, which is my sign for like just general healing as a whole. But I saw them playing a guitar, and I do feel that as you make, sing, do music in general, you are helping others on a subconscious or conscious level connect to their own spirit and can like you're mute the same way you use music as a bridge, you're able to help others bridge that connection with music.
Hmm.
And so I really and also I got that you come from a planet that is music based, like that they talk, sing, do everything is music and vibration.
Interesting.
And so I feel like you brought that with you into your human life here, where if you want
Very
an
intentionally.
very
Interesting.
intentionally. And so when you say, I don't know what my gift is yet, I heard BS. Yes, you do.
Yeah,
I think it's more so like
that.
I don't know how to connect with it. It's like I know it's
Right,
music, but it's like it still feels
right.
very unconscious. I think that's what
You're
I
right.
meant by it.
Well, and
Yeah.
that's
Tony, I'm going to say that's total BS on your part. That is total I'm seeing BS. I'm seeing bullshit.
That's what I'm thinking at the moment.
Bullshit.
were
I'm
you in
sorry.
here? Were you in
What?
here, Tony, when I shared about having to have the moment where I wrote down on a note card for me to look at where I said, I am an expert already?
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
So this is just something I'm sharing as an invitation to you of finding some way to put it for you where it's music is my energy, or Music is my superpower. Whatever way that feels right for you, write that down and just start saying it. And then I think it will help you expand into making it something that is, because you are like, I think that's the thing, is you are just doing it naturally. Like it just is a part of you. So that's why it doesn't feel like a superpower or a gift, because none of us have superpowers and gifts. We're all just being ourselves. And so that's, I feel like, why it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm just not doing something supernatural. You are. It's just, it feels so natural to you. So it's just an invitation to say it in a different way, because I just immediately got from you all those things that were so magical I had to share. So
Tony, you connect on a deeper level with you connect on a deeper level than any one of us, because you feel the vibrations around us. You feel the vibrations around people. You feel the vibrations around energy itself. The vibrations of music, the vibrations of how a chord is. That is what fuels you. That's what resonates with you.
And we're all just energy, which is just vibration. So
Yeah. I think I do. I think that's another thing I know. I think you mentioned earlier that Bianca was also an empath. I think I also am that too at the same time. I definitely can immediately tell when someone's mood changes or something like that.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I could just expect that's definitely also from the environment I grew up, because I was always having to pay attention to it. So
I know that one.
Whoever's been in my lives is like, damn, Lindsay's been preaching about that survival mode.
Yeah, so definitely that's also adds on to it too. So I think with my music, I want to use it to change those vibrations, I guess.
Yes. Don't say I guess.
Yeah. I know that's part of the thing that you get over.
But you have a really cool goal.
Thank you.
I have a question for Kelsey.
Yeah.
So you remember when I was talking about the telepathy tapes with you?
I just started watching those. Sorry, excuse me, but
that's great.
I was watching this one video on YouTube or YT or whatever. And it was talking about, I forgot exactly what the name of it is or the concept of it is, but Michael Jackson and a lot of other musicians have this kind of power or this kind of ability to tap into an idea.
Yep.
I forgot exactly what it's called though. Do you have an idea what it's called, Kelsey?
I know what you're talking about.
Jumping into flow state. It's like the movie Soul, where they all jump into their own individual bubbles.
Yeah,
it's very much that. It's finding the collective consciousness of that thought that you're looking to jump into. So if you're on the vibration of music and pop, then you're going to be in that collective consciousness. Where if you're in the vibration of bird watching and running water, then you might be on that. I mean, who knows, right? But
yeah, nodes. I was talking about in my one of my dreams. In one of my dreams, I remember I don't know how to describe this now.
It's hard to put the human words sometimes.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it now. So basically, people were listening from these structures, it seems like, looking for something, and I'm assuming they were looking for these nodes or whatever. And then eventually, I traveled to a place that felt further beyond these structures, and I kept traveling, and I kept hearing a voice saying, "Oh, Jade, I have something to show you." And
Right.
the further I got, the more I connected to these notes of, say, like spirituality or like Gnosticism, for example, or not Christianity, but it was there, but like Buddhism and things of that
Dogma?
sort. Huh?
Like things that have dogma around them, things that are
Oh.
Not
Dogmatic,
entirely
yeah.
dogma, but like they had a structure to them.
yeah.
Right.
Okay. Tony, I'm going to have you look up Michael Jackson, We Are the World, because that song right there is a perfect song that you should look up because it has every aspect of music, every genre of music, every style of music in one video.
Oh, Tony just said he can't hear, but
Oh, no.
and that he's got to exit. But it's funny. I just showed my fiance that song for the first time the other day.
It's
It is
a good song.
It's got a lot of cool in it. And if you've noticed, the one that they did in like 2012 or whatever that was didn't have quite the same energy until they put the part with Michael Jackson back into it, and then you could feel it again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wait, they
so
took this part
palpable.
out. Why?
It was playing in my mind as soon as you said it. I'm like, oh, there it goes.
Binks asked, "What's one lesson your practice has taught you that surprised you?"
Ooh.
Patience and acceptance.
Never expect anything. Accept everything.
Yeah.
I would agree with Dream and Flower, and all you have to do is be an open book to your abilities, your spiritual side. Be an open book to anything and everything that comes around you.
Yeah. My practice is self-love and self-kindness, and then anything that comes after that is just an invitation to do that even more so. Whether it's sharing what I'm getting earnestly as a way of showing myself self-love, like, okay, I'm going to trust myself, or by feeling energies of people or whatever and being like, oop, don't vibe. Oop, don't vibe. Like the things I was not allowed to do as a child because I was in survival mode.
Yep.
No longer.
Yeah.
Don't do.
Yeah. I was also gonna say don't take shit from nobody, even if it's your own family.
Yes.
Yep.
Especially.
Yeah.
Okay, then I would like every one of us to look up a movie. I own the movie, but it's called The Never Ending Story.
Oh.
Somebody
I
was
can't.
saying about that
No. This came up in my hypnosis session.
I'm dead. I can't.
Somebody
I hate that
was
movie.
No, my
That
teacher brought that
is
up in class today too.
Really?
Yeah,
So
it
funny.
was an art therapy class, but still.
that is a perfect movie to watch, and it goes along with with what we are talking about. It goes perfectly along with what we are talking about.
There's a lot of movies that do. I don't know if y'all have noticed how that collective conscious sneaks in.
Yeah, I see it so strong in like Disney movies. We just watched
100%.
Hopper the other day, and I was like, wow, I mean, every one of these little kid movies that are coming out, I feel like I'm like, oh, I can see their exact, like, where that inspiration came from and how it's flowing.
As someone who has been a pet psychic for the past year and then went and watched Hoppers with my kid, that was her first movie to see in theaters. And I was like, oh, cute movie. And then I was like,
Oh, shit.
ow. Yeah.
Right? It's so
This is a
good, though. I
trilogy?
cried.
Which
I got
one?
no
The
reference.
never ending story.
Oh, I think the first one's the only one worth watching it, from what I understand. Also, Tony, when you were in here, Chuck.
Yes.
I definitely didn't check my notes. Chuck was talking about how a song that he suggests you looking at that we all went, oh, is by Michael Jackson with every artist that was popular at the time. And it's called
We Are the World.
World.
Oh, yeah. Well, funny
The
enough,
original
Michael Jackson's probably like one of my favorite artists.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
And
I was
and
smiling. I'm like, that's such a synchronicity
yeah.
for everybody in here. I love it.
It is.
And I was gonna say that like the whole conversation was reminding me of when I went to this. I keep bringing up the somatic therapy session I went to. It ended up being a shaman, and and when she was like giving me a lesson about a lot of things, and she was like telling me like who I am, and she was like, yeah, you have the same energy of Michael Jackson because he's a healer through his music.
Yep.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
and I just remember that. I was like, oh, yeah, kind of fits into what we're talking about right now.
It really does.
Yeah.
I definitely, I don't know if you have thought about this at all, but you could make music that's like music just for this specific energy. And as you're playing it, you're putting that in there. So it would resonate with others on that same level, like the same way that frequency music does or whatever.
Yeah.
You're able to do that.
And that you already relate so much to. Yeah. Don't start with sad though, because I need something new to listen to, but I don't want to start with sad.
The first one is happy, so
okay, good.
but then it won't get sad.
You could do one that is like the feeling that you have now being in this room full of people who are all
yeah.
Yeah, it's the one that's
that's
orange,
honestly
like
a new way
weird.
for me to tackle it now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we were talking about earlier when I did my reading. Anyways,
there's a few other movies that I want to reference, which is Moana.
Yep.
Mulan.
Kung Fu Panda is a good one.
I love me some Kung Fu Panda.
Exactly. You took the words. You took that movie you read out of my head.
I reached into your brain and grabbed it out. You're welcome.
Yes, you did. And there's Kung Fu Panda 2, which I've seen. There's some other movies that are out there that I can't think of. Oh, Mandalorian. And all of the Star Wars movies. All of them. Because what is around us and what is around you with music, that is your way of feeling the force. I'm just gonna throw a Star Wars reference out there.
It's a good one. People
Well, Star Wars
understand it.
too.
Yeah.
Very true.
That you feel the force in another way than anybody else. The way I feel the force is with my cooking. And with my ability to recommend different teas, different drinks, different this and that to people. I can read their energy and immediately pick out different things. My mom's calling in. Hold on.
I actually have to go so I can go do my own live. But this has been so fun. Thank you so much for having me. This was I'm also really excited that I got to like see and talk to some of you who I've seen on my lives, like in IRL.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Come back next week. That's probably a good time for us all to wrap here. So I'm glad that you all made it. This was fun. I want to do it again next week. So same time.
Some crazy stories. When you
And join
come
the
back.
Discord and we'll chat about what we want to talk about next week.
When do you come back?
Can you do?
I'll be back on Monday.
Okay.
Is there a channel that we can?
What?
Is there a channel that we can drop like recipes and food ideas on the?
I can learn how to make one.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I didn't get the LINK for the Discord.
because I have a few things that are coming up in my head that I want to put down as recipes and as things that we should try and make as a group effort.
Ooh,
Yeah.
and
And
Lindsay,
if you need
we
help
need to
with the
chat.
Discord, I could I used to make Discords for my friends, so if you need help with that.
Perfect. I might.
need your help with that as well. Because people keep asking me for one. I'm like, I've never been on Discord in my life ever. So
Yeah,
you'll make
I
things
used to
happen,
live,
and now nothing
es-
feels
es-
safe.
especially during
Discord has
COVID. I used to
gotten
live on
really
Discord with my
complicated.
friends. So
Bianca
yeah.
says she can help too.
Okay,
Great.
I love that.
All right. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you have a great night and we'll chat again soon.
all right,
All
sounds
right,
good.
have a good
Peace
night.
out.
Out.